can feel the groove. Oh, I'm not a pervert.
What's up guys, Tall Fry here with another action figure review. I'm here now with the Marvel Legends Rider Series Punisher action figure. Disclaimer, as you may have already seen. There's no motorcycle. There's supposed to be a black motorcycle right there, but here in my country, the price is still pretty high, higher than what it is for retail in the US. But fortunately, I was able to find again on my own Facebook collector group this thing. The person who originally got it just took the motorcycle but then sold the figure and the accessories, which if you've been watching my figure reviews, this is basically all I care about. You got this window box packaging showing me what I'm about to demolish in a bit. Yeah, you can see Punisher embossed in there. Top, we got the Punisher logo. At the side, we got some Punisher artwork. Same thing on this side, but flipped. Legal stuff. And at the back, ooh, yeah, we got the picture showing off what this figure comes with. Just open this thing. Cha-ching. The figure, the guns, ooh, that helmet, and the melee weapons. So moving the clamshell out for a bit, we can see this nice looking background with like a street stone cement look, and then the Punisher logo seemingly wiping away. But this is the focus for today's video, so let's take a closer look at the figure and those amazing accessories. Also, I forgot to mention that I am doing this video completely improvised. Like, I just received this figure like a few minutes ago when I was shooting the Doctor Doom review, so yeah. General impressions first. So, taking a look at this figure, I have to say that he looks pretty cool. He looks really beefy, like a brawler type of guy, but also a guy with lots of weapons, as we'll see later. I'm gonna be honest, this isn't exactly the image I think of when I think of Punisher. I see more the bulletproof vest kind of look with the tactical, being all tactical with grenades and guns and all that. Not exactly the street brawler that kills punks on the street. But, you know, it goes either way. He kills a lot of people. So that is his bruised up head sculpt. And you can see that this guy, this is Frank Castle. I'd say this looks like Frank Castle with that receding hairline. And then his roughed up face. Yeah, he's angry and all that. Though I have to say that when you have a scratch on your face, it's not just like a line, right? There's the surrounding area has to be like red and swelling because that's what the blood work is, all that and all that crap. But yeah, anyway, that's just a nitpick. I can't expect them to put all that. So as you can see here, he's really muscular actually. Maybe some people might have a problem with him being so muscular because this is really buff. Like, if I'm not mistaken, I think these are Luke Cage arms, and I don't think he's supposed to be as buff as Luke Cage. But okay, wow, look at those. He got the biceps, he got the triceps, and he even got the forearm muscles, guys. What the frick? And he also has the sculpted in chest. You can feel the groove. Oh, I'm not a pervert. He got them deltoids as well. Got the sculpted in wrinkles for the shirt and the Punisher logo, looking very clean. And then, yeah, this is still just mainly plain black clothing, so what else do I gotta say? He's wearing a black shirt. I guess this means he rolls up his sleeves, but okay. And then we got here the black pants. They're kind of shiny. There's some texture to it, so that's good. Sculpted in wrinkles as well, creases. You have this pouch for magazines and clips and whatnot. It also goes all around the leg. Yeah, I mean, there's not too much detail for this. It's basically jeans. Like, what else can you have to say? It's black jeans. Some boots. I think I've seen this before on the Daredevil figure maybe. Bottom of the feet, got some peg holes. Got some gloved hands with the gap there in the center. Now, one thing I find kind of weird with this figure is that if you can see closely there on his bicep and also on other parts of the arm, there are like some mini scratches. Are those supposed to be effects of damage or something? Or was that damaged by the person that sold it to me? I'm not quite sure. Like, or are those supposed to be like vein effects for the arm? There is some kind of mini dent. It's not too deep, but it's like lines where you feel like they're not intentionally supposed to be there. Oh, we got some paint scuffing on different parts. I guess that's what you're bound to see it if it's plain black or white. Then for the shoulder, the paint kind of bled over the shirt and went to the part of the skin just a little bit. It's not too noticeable.
Here it's less obvious.
Oh, and he also has that strap guard thing that goes around his back. And then there's a hole here. I'm not sure, were they supposed to put a hole on the figure as well to make him carry some extra accessories in the future, maybe? I'm not sure.
So the arms are pinless, as you can see here, no pins visible, but the legs aren't. Now going over articulation, his head can look down that far, which is really good actually, and then up that far, so that's really good head movement. Head tilt is not that much actually. Swivel can go all around. Then for his arms, he has really big delts. But I'm having a kind of problem with his hinge joint because it seems he can only go up that far. But if I twist it like that, it can go back a little more because that's how the hinge... Oh, shoot. That's how the hinge joint was positioned. But I do not want to break this figure, so I will not stretch it. I kind of wish he would have had more range in the shoulders, though. Like, even in this side. So I guess that's almost 90, but not quite. And how are you going to shoot his guns if it's not 90, you know? So, yeah, it could have been better. Then double jointed elbows, so you can do that. Then wrist, so hinge up, down, all around, side to side, the lil. Ooh, the skull reaches all the way in there, so that's a nice attention to detail. He can crunch forward that much, so that's good. And then back, and that's pretty good. And then for legs, he can kick forward that much, which is really good. And then he can kick back that much, which is really bad. Okay, it seems like this butt piece is getting in the way of the back leg articulation, so he really cannot kick back all that much. And to the side, he kind of can, 45-ish, let's say. Double jointed knees, so he cannot kick his own ass because the calf gets in the way. Then no shin articulation. Ankle hinge, up, down, ankle pivot, ankle tilt, ankle rocker, whatever you call it, and swivel can go all around. Oh, and you can also twist like that. Ching, ching, ching. No tilt though. Now, for my favorite part of every review video, the things that really make this figure appeal to me are the freaking accessories. And yes, I finally have freaking weapon accessories. Let's go. Thank you, God. Thank you, Hasbro. So let's first take a look at the alternate head sculpt. You see the clean looking Frank Castle. No bruises yet, no scratches. And yeah, it's pretty much the same head sculpt except he's not gritting his teeth. He's just like, And then we have his helmet, which was from a certain storyline that I cannot name. I like it. I like it. Gives it a real Dovahkiin vibe. Then we also have his guns. So first we start with the Uzi. I'm pretty sure this is an Uzi, right? So yeah, it's just painted plain black. Could have added some silver or some gunmetal gray there. But I'll give it a pass. It's pretty good. It's actually really big compared to the figure. I'm not sure if an Uzi is supposed to be this big. Then we also have this machine pistol. I believe that's what it is. I'm not sure. It looks like it. So nice. I like the sculpted detail in this area. And it has the clip sticking out. Still also plain black. Still also could have had some gunmetal gray or silver. But it's alright. And then we have this, the sawed-off shotgun. The best gun in my opinion for here, from this pack. It has the glossy brown and black, which is a nice detail. They didn't just make it plain black. And then it also has holes. Each of them have... No, not just kidding, not each of them. Actually, just these two, the machine pistol and the shotgun, have holes for you to insert like muzzle effects or something. So that's a really nice touch. Now we have the melee weapons for last. Let's start with the bat. It's just a plain bat color, you know? Not much to it. Actually, it's a little disappointing. They could have added way more detail, but they just went the smooth plastic route. So yeah, it could have been way better. Maybe added some line work, some texturing, maybe some blood, because I'm pretty sure you're gonna want him to beat up people with it, right? So some blood stains that would have come in handy. And same thing for this machete, though it is painted better than the bat itself, since it has brown on the handling, then it has that extra piece, and then some studs to, I guess, give it some texture for gripping. But yeah, okay. This is a clean silver, which is okay, I guess. But yeah, some blood splat. So what? Some blood splats wouldn't have hurt, you know. Right. So to show him with his alternate accessories, first let's start with the head sculpt, which should pop off just like...
A few moments later.
Oh my gosh, what the frick. Yeah, that is tight. That is tight. There he is, angry still. Always angry, punishing, you know. Then here he is with the helmet, Ching, and it fits pretty well actually. Then we have his Uzi, which I will put in his right hand. Squeeze in. I don't want there to be any rub. Okay, those are some tight hands. Okay, update. So to get the guns in his hands, I had to be less gentle and actually like really force it in. I didn't need to heat up the hands with hot water or a hair dryer or anything. It was actually pretty simple. I think I was just being too delicate when I first got the figure in hand because it was still new and stuff. But yeah, once I got more confident in putting those weapons in his hands, then I could get it done. Now, the right hand seems to be more for gun holding because the left hand can be kinda iffy. The trigger finger doesn't go in the slot like as easily as the right hand does, but with a little fidgeting, you can get it to work. When I'm doing it for displays, I'm probably gonna use the left hand for melee weapons anyway. So the hands also work well with the melee weapons, though as you can see, the bat, it kind of falls out very easily. It's pretty loose. I mean, it won't fall out of the hand, but it's still loose because of the thin handle. The machete works better since it's a thick grip and will stay in his hand pretty fine. Also, one thing I noticed when I was checking these hands is that the black paint from the gloves actually spills over onto the bottom side of the fingers. And I'm not sure if that's like a factory defect or like they really meant to do that, but I guess you're not really gonna mind it too much because he's gonna be holding his weapons anyway. The figure stands at around 6.5 inches. So for some size comparisons, here he is with the recently reviewed retro carded, well not anymore retro carded, but retro wave Doctor Doom. Here he is with the Man-Thing wave Bullseye. Here he is with the Juggernaut wave Deadpool. Here he is with Worthy Cap. Here he is with MCU Taskmaster. And last but certainly not least, here he is with the MCU Daredevil. So for my final thoughts, I like playing with this figure. The articulation in the arms and shoulders can be annoying sometimes, and I'm still not used to seeing Frank being that swole, but overall, it's still the frickin' Punisher, man. Mean, tough, and ready to murder some fools. And the accessories really broaden the posing and photography options with the figure. I love the weapons he came with, though the melee weapons could have had better paint apps, but they're still very much usable in my shots. And like I said at the start of the video, I'm pretty much fine with not having the motorcycle. So now, all I need are some muzzle effects and blood accessories to really show Frank ruthlessly killing punks on the street. I'm not even the biggest fan of the Punisher, and I still had a fun time with him. So if you like Frank Castle or are just looking for a Marvel Legend to spend some money on, this is a pretty solid choice. So if you like this video, please feel free to like and subscribe, leave a comment down below, and be kind people, I guess.